You're not only my son, you're my heir. You must not court unnecessary danger. Had you not been there, would this woman have found us? I'm glad you're safe. If you're not with the cult, how did you find this place?
I followed a map from a temple. I was expecting ruins, not you or any of this. The cult, why did they attack your son? I recognize their insignia. I know them as Trinity. I'm trying to stop them.
Stop them from doing what?
They're looking for an artifact. Some sort of box connected to a moon goddess.
Why do you want it? To steal it? Sell it?
No. I just can't let Trinity, the cult, get to it first. They're too dangerous.
Why? What have they done to you?
They killed my father. Can I show you something? Do you know what this is?
This is PAITITI. You're already here.
PAITITI, the hidden city. But what's this eye?
That is a place of death and sacrifice. And you think your artifact is there?
Yes.
No, none who has gone has ever returned.
I'd be willing to try.
You would risk it simply to stop the cult?
Yes.
Bring him in.
Jonah.
Are you okay?
Do you know this man?
He's my best friend. Abby.
She's fine.
Who else is looking for you?
There's no one else.
I believe we're seeking the same thing. We will bring you to the Serpent with the silver eye, but we'll keep your friend here. You won't get very far if you're lying, and he will not be comfortable.
You don't need to do that.
It's fine. I'll stay.
Etzli, get this woman some clothes. Uchu, keep him company.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right. Pretty nice place.
Quiet.
This is incredible. Don't know your name.
I apologize. As the rebel leader, I have to be careful. I am the rightful queen, Unuratu. Etzli, you still owe me a scouting report.
Yes, Mother. There was one thing, this morning.
Yes?
I saw Hakan debating with his neighbor. He seemed angry. As I came near, they suddenly stopped talking. Then they started laughing as if one had told a joke.
He's planning something. Good work.
Thank you, Mother. Hey,
Hi.
As you can see, secrets don't stay secret for very long in PAITITI. If you were to deviate from the plan,
You'd find out quickly. I see that.
she's here to help me find something I lost. You don't have to worry about that.
Was Father a scout when he was my age?
He was a hunter.
Was he ferocious?
He could be. But he was also very kind.
Hey there, Quali.
Look around if you wish.
Where are you?
I will be in the market across the river when you're ready to find the
But
box
I
of
saw.
Michelle.
He has them.
Enough, Taki. You lost your dice, fine. But don't lie about it.
The cult is increasing its guard
Why?
because of the storms.
What can a guard do for a storm?
I'll explain later.
Beautiful.
Greetings. Hello.
The market has everything.
Edsley. I'm sure she has seen many markets before.
Outside?
Yes.
But ours is the best.
We're not far now.
Hakan!
What is this?
Cultist, waiting for their deity to appear. When the catastrophes come, the god Kukulkan must be sacrificed to power the sun. Otherwise, the world dies.
Sacrifice a god?
The sacrifice is my duty. But this cult leader will take my place and attempt to become the god. He believes we can remake the world and live in a paradise of his design.
Remake the world.
What?
I've heard those words before.
There he is!
I know him. That's Dr. Mingus.
Behold! The instrument of our unity and salvation! Soon, our dreams of peace and safety will be realized!
They already call him Kukulkan. But his real name is Amaru. He was born here, but raised, lied to, by outsiders. The people believe in him.
But you don't.
My late husband, Saidi, was his brother. They had differences over the future of PAITITI. When Saidi died, Amaru devoted himself to the cult.
You have seen the storm. You are worried about worse to come. I assure you that PAITITI will persevere and thrive forever!
I know him well. If Amaru is successful, all of us who disagree will never see this paradise. The rebels will be discarded.
Not if they don't find the box.
Yes. Our best hope is to find it first. Perhaps Amaru might still be brought to see love and reason.
Death to the outsiders! Retribution will come!
Hakan! Enough!
We must strike while the snake is within reach.
Justice will be met in good time. Do not jeopardize her rebellion for the sake of impulse. Esley, go scout ahead. We'll meet you at the edge of the mountain. Last warning. Go. Follow Esley. Your clothing won't hide you long from these guards.
Okay, I'll find the box.
You've been warned to keep the peace.
I was just out for a pleasant stroll with my son.
Amar is losing his patience.
It won't happen again.
Jonah, can you answer?
Yeah, me and Uchu set up camp. Everything's okay.
Dominguez is here. He's the leader of the cult of Kukulkan. That's what Unuratu's rebels are fighting.
What?
He's been here for years. Trinity controls PAITITI.
Whoa.
I'm going to the Eye of the Serpent. We have to get the box before the next cataclysm hits. Heavy-breasted woman wearing serpents around her waist. This is Coatlicue, whose name literally means skirt of snakes. She's also called Tetioinen, the mother of the gods. She gave birth to the moon and the stars and had over 400 children, including the sun god Huitzilopochtli, who was also god of war. In addition to being a mother, she's seen as the devourer of all that lives. It's said that she was herself sacrificed to bring about this current age of creation.
Me and Esley used to play together all the time, but I haven't seen him around a lot lately. I understand why, I think. He has important things to do, important for all of us here. But I miss him. No one could throw a stone farther across the river.
Yane matuchika hilbashku yalik lechilamu. Vale. Dile tikuyal al bashukat lejunsilobo. Mashontial kak ap el old egbel.
This depicts the story of Viracocha, the father of all creation. He formed the heavens, the earth, the sun and stars, the moon, time itself, and all living beings, including the other gods. At first, Viracocha was considered to be the supreme god of the Inca, but with time that honor passed to his son, Inti, the god of the sun. Still, Viracocha retained his link to the sea. His name literally means fat or foam of the sea. After the long dry season, when the rains finally fell, the rats left their burrows looking for more food. They brought with them pests. Those afflicted bleed from their ears and nose and died in terrible pain and terrible numbers, leaving many once populous cities empty.
Hello, Ishiki. Beautiful animals, aren't they? Llamas, so gentle. Even the wild guanaco in the wilderness, they love to be petted. The gods approve.
My wife is very ill, as are many others. A sickness brought by the outsiders. Someone should do something.
I don't think anything could have prepared me for this place. The people, their history, everything they've lived and who they are today. To hear him tell it, Amaru, Dominguez, Kukulkan only wants to keep Paititi safe. But I've seen the lengths he'll go to, the murder and cruelty. I have to stop him. It's difficult to make out. People settled between two rivers. They weren't alone. However, these outsiders don't appear dangerous.
Skash, malabak, minaulag be yung kilhesh lela, minandulag be ya, polok bukok, nukuch tsem, dan ekonik ka asyok, umalog dala kilo PAITITI, kwaye, bines kuntut malog kash, utsul tochol chenjo le chanila, waka, usmamantan kuntul kash, ash kujuchul be ya.
Bel, chicano panki luyotel, chena paktik levaco kawilik bibiki, chicanti hachki, wainguatanka, ujil tinjanta levala, kukime siken, tumenchen din hokan, mampom, mahokan, injant kiiki, balog beya, vale matubetik kasti mishmakin chantunkiki, maunahi.
Tanile kashotik, tunaksem taktunech, chole, yetel jumpel chichan shotobe, kukaja la shotik tulakal ichujobon, upuksikal, usolot, uyisop, valevika shotu chochel tumenwamae kakaskuntik levako, lekentzoko kajoke sik tulakal bash jan ichujobone, unaja hakik uyotel tialawilik, ubakel jan al leoto, helbish katzil jumpel nohoch lukuma.
Tankelem kitamob, vejla abskatzone, wukpel oratlin beti kuhanalil. Bibiki lubakel, yetelopan kiluyotel, ubalile tiyanti lekako, wahach kanale, uyele luyotel, yetel matutaka lichil, wahach mane, utak shantal, utakal heltak, akimil yetel wije.
Lechichobo una humano, halka bitulakal tusyetel, ubabah ochot, helbashak sutukile. Hachu kasanil, maku kalalok, bulkinte kalabobo.
Kunahmati kuketlam yetel kuka. Tenet sokin tuntik, hach malok tako.
Matin guadikma, vale pacto. Hach kujil pahalok bey, o kontol tako. Lechichot, wahalka bobo, hach kimak yolok.
Bashu hach kasil. Uyantan timak, upuljahil leshmana tilo, wale akanik tulakalo. Hachgelam bash kuyuchul, tilekatulobo, tulakalukushtalo, hopo kubatelo, ishtak tu palilo.
Gunaye sikobu yol makakil tanuman.
Kukaksikten, keshtenemish bikin, inwokol guabash tio.
Bashtun hela wokol tiktiobe, laliti kakanov tin wotochone.
I don't recognize you. What are you doing here? Where did you get that tunic?
It was given to me by Unaratu.
Oh, you are the Queen's guest? I meant no offense. Please, you must forgive me.
It's all right. Don't worry.
How may I help you? Very good. The gods favor us both. Here you go. The gods favor us both. Very good. Here you go. Very good. Here you go. The gods favor us both. Very good. Here you go. The gods favor us both. Come back soon.
This elaborate pipe is sculpted to resemble Xicoatl, an Aztec serpent spirit painted in green, blue, and yellow. Its sides are decorated with semi-precious stones. The inclusion of jade indicates at least a measure of Maya influence. The bowl still reeks of burnt roots and smoke. Not an entirely unpleasant aroma.
Will you trade? Please. I have barely made enough to offer in tribute.
Tribute to who?
The cult of Kukulkan, of course. They demand half of all profits earned on market day. But if they think I tried to short them...
I understand.
Thank you, Isiki. Will you trade then?
May the gods smile upon you.
You're here during a busy time, friend. The tanners, the butchers, the weavers, the dyers, even the teachers. All the districts are preparing. The market will be busy. Great things are on the horizon for the city and its people. We all must do what we can to help Kukulkan usher in a new world.
Utslubik tilepakalobo.
Shinatik bashi. Utayama. Inkike kutsi. Tiuchunmaka. Konoktal.
Maunahin waliki. Vale. Humpitkik. Shakan yetelelumo. Sebubeti kunuktal.
Bey? Kik? Mashkiki.
Kumia talesik ten humpit tulaka lakabi. Tekuvnak kuchaiko.
Beautiful.
I can see him, even if no one else can.
Are you okay?
No. Pisco the Dead took my dice, and no one believes me. But he took them.
A dead man took your dice. Are you sure you didn't lose them?
Ugh, you're as bad as the rest of them.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll tell you what. I'll pay very close attention, and if I see Pisco the Dead, I'll ask for your dice back.
Really? You believe me?
It wouldn't be the first time the dead seemed to speak to me.
Careful, friend of Unuratu. The Jaguar warriors. Don't get too close to them. They are always watching for rebel activity, and they have no mercy.
Kabil, ja, Inuogen, Kuyalik elejelo, Kuyantik, Kanukakov.
Wakau Yakob, tumen lahkinobo. Hel uyalikov, kiki, oltan tumen yumtsilobe. Balenken, soko kebantun.
Matukle, Yumkinobe oli matech utalobkash. Sokole, lelamin helu yantak, utiale pakalo. Guay, kasanet.
Main wui mishbali, chenhel sabob tumen uishkanan lekano.
Matun yotzal tutan le yumtsilobo.
Hach tihun tuli.
Hach talam inguilik ka, ubetin bolt sipil, tulakalon kukulkan wama.
Bistun hel, inwohel tikon bashko tukul tik le yumtsilobo.
The new methods of agriculture introduced by the cult of Kukulkan have only succeeded in destroying more crops. First, the bee colonies collapsed. Then the cocoa crop failed. The earth is too damaged for anything but corn to grow, and the stalks are flimsy. We must take action, or Paititi will suffer a tremendous famine. This is a traditional foot plow, still used in the Andes today, even outside Paititi. Sometimes the simple ways are still the best. This Spanish document relates one of the many stories of El Dorado, the Golden One. When the first Spanish exploration ships returned home with their holds full of gold, the news spread like wildfire, and the stories got more extravagant with each retelling. Rumors of the Golden City gave birth to countless expeditions to the New World.
I don't know. We're trying to keep a low profile.
I would go. Only I can't abandon my post here, and time is running short. It would mean a lot to Queen Untitled and the rebellion.
"29th of November, 1603. After dinner, Lopez left the city. I followed, worried he might not return. I found him standing by the riverbank, lips moving as though in prayer. Not wishing to disturb him, I waited. His communion with God must have lasted through the night, and I regret to admit I fell asleep, for the next thing I knew, Lopez stood smiling serenely over me, the morning sun behind him, creating a halo. He helped me to my feet and clasped me in a strong embrace. "Truilos, I know where to find the artifact," he whispered in my ear. I don't think anything could have prepared me for Paititi.
You can say that again.
Are we doing the right thing here?
Well, we have to find the box, right?
Dominguez claims he only wants to keep Paititi safe, but I've seen the lengths he'll go to. The murder and cruelty. We have to find that box. Oh my god. This is a penguin lawn ornament, painted and decorated and placed in a location of reverence. I shouldn't laugh, but it's so incongruous. The locals wouldn't be able to identify the animal it's intended to represent, and they certainly wouldn't be familiar with the material the statue is made from. There isn't any plastic in Paititi. I'd love to talk to whoever did this and learn why, what they think this penguin is.
Do you believe that major events in life can be traced back to a single moment? I do. Take what's happening now. Had Amaru and Saidi not fought that day during the famine, and had Saidi not insisted, despite Amaru's wishes, that it should be him who would go beyond the safety of the borders to hunt for the village, perhaps things would be different today. You see, Amaru felt responsible for his brother's death. I heard him the night they pulled Sairi's body from the wilderness. He was beside himself with grief. I think that was the moment. It broke Amaru. He took complete control of Paititi after that. He wanted to protect us all, because he couldn't protect Sairi.
Sigbalten tu kahin, yoksale tulo.
Makuntul tuli, kuntul kai.
Vale, tawala helai libei, no hochil hel bish juntul tule. Magwa?
Vale, mashane malai libei no hochilo.
Ma?
Hach no hoch kachil.
I caught a fish once at home, in the well. Papa says it's because there are tunnels filled with water under some houses. Funny, huh?
I can't figure out what this means.
Tchea wohelu tsikbali.
Valeu yumil kahtalil. Masima, helvishaner.
Kuntul yumil kahtalik hach masahki. Tusihu kustal tialubeital. Utialohok sikin chibalonte Cusco. Nachtile sakwinikobo.
Ning helusut manco kaulukesonte kat olila.
Utli.
Kumbelau no tin ichi. Una sokukaja le kilich kunesahilo. Oli ma bueno koniaki. Kachki makuyol.
Natin kas yol. Kukajan tentukin. Un kilich kunesah. Tincheja echilamo. Hachich nake.
Uchkaja kubetik le kilich kunesahil le nojoch kolelo. Ujil mahjabulak. Min ujil mahulak balok yayakta.
Leitego yali kema. Nile ola lintonale. Kuntul chinchpacho. Kaupatik kauchimbal te jabel. Kawayat aglaili atonale. Kano hochchak. Kesh uyume.
Ajan. Ichkol kun meyak. Intu klike ma.
Hey. Bastun yantu meyak ma ichkol. Chencha numale pinho. Takano. Yakput. Tubese.
Hachkatzutz. Quinto clique, ichli jan ushimbaltiku belunatzil. Janu meyak ishkam besakil.
Guataneya nunkimak talmuyol. Eshiwa leshan kutuklik lech ilam.
Akabe kupaktal. Uyutsul helel. Keshkayak impuch. Elek inkabab jedel. Jakin wok. Tina ken mi speaking.
A little advice. Stay out of the wilderness, friend. Something dangerous prowls out there. This is as near as I ever go. And even then, I make sure not to keep my back to the jungle for too long at a time.
The pilgrimage came to a fork of 2 rivers and decided to settle. They erected 2 pyramids and began their new lives as protectors of the box.
Chingwatun lehelo?
Lelo le tietin wuyaho. Hach manat. Mishpikin tsonak tu kustal.
Tanubinka kimesak. Bashko yalik shoko yoksal.
Helbishel le tietanili. Utukultike juntul tu silmak. En wale que sumak yan ya pachtalilti.
Le tía kato. Vale, kustumwaku kimil. Tuhunalti humpelka patan.
Helu helu yesik ma tu nachmatike. Helbishtin walaje. Shmanat.
Kesak jumpit chulachaki yetel wira utiale chilamo.
Ulakshi wob utiale kili ichkunesahilo. Haitul palal kunkamek le kili ichkuneso.
Ya, le ishmakaba iskayi kutak pahal shan. Tukim besahil le hel kunesahil.
Malob, waleti kupach talu voltike. To one kupach ekkonik.
Leti kuntushtik wamash. Uch ale valov kabeto.
I make my way all the way over to him, and he tells me we can't barter. Said I had nothing he wanted. Imagine that. Surrounded by garbage and entrails, and he thinks he can talk to me like that? Well, he just lost a customer. I'll never visit his stall again. All my business will be conducted at the market from now on.
Amaru returned for his brother's funeral, inconsolable during the burial and immovable after. The next day, however, he cut swiftly through the city. He unmasked the cult's leader, exposing them as outsiders. "It is time for the people of PAITITI to take control of their city," he said, holding a decapitated head in one hand and the bloody knife in the other. "No longer will we bow to outsiders."
Do you know what's missing in this city? Love. It used to drift on the air, like the scent of hibiscus. That scent went away when Unuratu's husband Sairi died. Theirs was an infectious love. Everywhere they went, they were locked in hand. They would shop the markets together on sunny days like today, and I could swear the stalls would brighten just a bit as they passed. I had never seen two people more in love. I hope that once all of this fighting is over, that the scent of hibiscus will return.
Uyintan, yantesh upaktalil, jajatan, kabet acha nukte kwalkila.
Achay kukuchil yan almak. Mamalobi.
Mash hashmalov akshui, leti, watech.
Bishtun.
Mash lekumanchen tutakpol ikilmatu nachmatah humpel kuchili.
Ten,
Leoklaltun, baktabak, mishtachaik dush achimpoltal.
Samin, hachmalov atialint ikil sokabel yetel katul sitz kolel.
It can't be an Alush. It has to be those children.
Is something wrong?
Huh? Oh, yes. Something is terribly wrong. Every morning, I wake up and everything in my house has been moved.
You said something about an Alush.
Oh, no, you too? Alush aren't real. It's the children. They enjoy tormenting me.
You could block the entry, then they couldn't get in.
I tried that. They still found a way in. Maybe I should just move.
This jade mask would have been placed on a noble's corpse during his funeral. The artisans were reputedly able to create an almost exact likeness of the wearer. The people of the Andes have been perfecting the art of weaving for thousands of years. This chuspas is a wonderful example, woven of llama or alpaca hair and traditionally used to carry cocoa leaves. It clearly highlights the weaver's skill. Beautiful.
The legend is that the Ring of Seven stand guard over riches, but I've looked all over the place and I still haven't been able to find them. It doesn't make any sense. Why go to the trouble of making up a riddle and then not having it pay off?
As it was foretold, heralded by the column of flame burning through the night, and the destruction of our temples, and the warnings of the weeping woman and the two-headed man, the strange warriors astride great deer arrived with the rising sun. They murdered the weak leaders and claimed the land and the people as their own.